The 14th verse of Psalm 27 reads, "Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he will strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord." Waiting. That's what my husband and I have been doing. Along with being obedient to what he required of us and walking out our lives with faith in God, we were waiting to see the manifestation of our deliverance. What had faded from my thoughts was the be of good courage part, so that he could strengthen my heart. Be of good courage. What does that mean anyway? In my quest to define this commandment of God, I found the following. Good courage means to do not be afraid of your task or mission and do it with the thought of certain victory and success. Sometimes we see waiting as a non-productive stance, yet nothing could be further from the truth. Throughout the scriptures, you see men and women of God waiting on the Lord while putting their faith into action. Scripture encourages us to occupy until he comes. Occupy is an action verb with synonyms like take, hold, seize, inhabit. While occupying, we are actively working and pursuing the plan of God in our lives. As we proceed to do the task or mission God has called us to do, waiting is always involved. We wait for his instructions. We wait for open doors. We wait for provision. We wait for circumstances to align themselves to God's will. We wait for the manifestation of his promises. And while we are waiting, we must allow the peace of God that Jesus speaks of in John 16 to abide in our hearts. While waiting, tribulation always comes, but we take comfort in the fact that he has overcome, and because he has, we can too. God's promises that if we wait on him, he will strengthen our heart reads in Psalm 29:11. God will give strength to his people. The Lord will bless his people with peace. It is so easy to lose sight of the big picture. It's easy to get bogged down and lose our peace in the everyday, mundane routines of life, especially if your circumstances are taxing. The weight and seriousness of your problems can tend to be overwhelming, what makes it difficult not to give in to worry when things are beyond your control. And this is especially true when your deliverance needs to manifest, or you will lose out. The answer from God is familiar. It isn't something that we don't know. In our weariness, we can simply forget his answer. His answer is found in 2 Thessalonians 3:13. Be not weary in well-doing. And Galatians 6:9. Let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not. Here is the promise of God loud and clear. In due season you shall reap. Our Father works in due season. Once he has accomplished his purpose, nothing can stop due season. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. And if we believe the scripture that records that our times are in his hand, we are strengthened in our spirit to not grow weary and to not faint or give up. I have often taken comfort in Isaiah 28:28. Speaking about a farmer, it reads, "Grain for bread is easily crushed, so he doesn't keep on pounding it. He threshes it under the wheels of a cart, but he doesn't pulverize it." What does this text mean? Testings, trials, tribulation will not last forever. If you continue to grind wheat, it will eventually turn into powder, and then into nothing, which of course would be unsuitable for making bread. God has purposed and designed for the wait to end. Did you hear what I just said? Let me say it again. God has purposed and designed for the wait to end. Every season has a beginning and every season has an end. God says if we won't grow weary in our well-doing, our due season for reaping the harvest of our desire and his promises will come and the waiting will end. Here's some encouragement from Psalm 107. The first and last part of these verses are the same, but the verses all have a different twist. Then they cried out to Lord in their trouble. Verse 6. And he delivered them. Verses 13 and 19 saved them. Verses 28 brings them out of their distresses. These verses affirm that when we cry, He answers. So be not weary. Are you waiting on your answer or deliverance from God? I hope this word encouraged you. If so, please leave me a message in the comments section and share this video with a friend. I've enjoyed this time with you. I'll see you next time. God bless.